Hey guys, welcome to the Armory. Today we're taking a look at this micro Uzi. Pretty cool. It's transitional Uzi. We're clear. Mag's empty. This is a closed bolt firearm and we're going to disassemble it. I'm also going to show you some of that promised ASMR under the hood because it's pretty cool the way this thing functions. So we'll pop it for first thing for disassembly here. This little disassembly latch right there. Just going to push that back. And that allows this top cover to pop open and come off, and that's it. That's all there is. Pretty simple. Now, you've got some springs and a striker back here, and your bolt. The bolt handle is affixed directly to the bolt. Simple blowback, but we are in awesome mode here, so if I pull the trigger, boom. Pull it back, boom. It just cycles over and over and over again. Just follows with it. If you're on just boring old repetition mode, regular mode as I like to say, that happens. Even if you depress the trigger, once again, that striker is back, disconnected right there, and boom. Versus pretty cool. There you go. I just think that's really cool to watch. It'd be really cool to watch in like high speed if we were actually shooting the thing, but I think that's pretty cool. We got the telescoping bolt there, so the bolt face is actually way back here, even though the bolt extends all the way forward. That's something that, okay, the Uzi didn't necessarily pioneer it. It came out around the same time. I will grab the gun that's in question. That's sometimes considered for actually inventing it, and that the Uzi ripped it off. And real quick, if you want to skip ahead to the rest of the disassembly and then subsequent reassembly, you can do that right now. Click on the little thing here that's the break in the thing. Otherwise, I'm going to go into a bit of a discussion on some of the internal design characteristics and talk about things for a little hot minute. So if you're just here for the quick disassembly, skip now. Okay, here's the Czech SA26 series. Pretty cool. We are clear under here. Clear. It's a neat system. It's actually got this interrupted bolt thing too, so it's usually cycled. It's just for helping it for debris. This is a totally different video for a different time, but just to explain, this is a telescopic bolt. It's one of the first examples of one, and this is where I consider this to be a Gen 3 submachine gun. I think you had your original, just complicated submachine gun. Separate thing. We'll do a separate video that talks about all the different classes of submachine guns. I slightly disagree with Gun Jesus. I think the telescopic bolt was significant enough to create a genre of its own because it affected literally every submachine gun after that, for the most part. But yeah, this 1946-7 kind of area, a little fuzzy on my dates, but approximately 1947 was when they were discussing the original Uzi, and it also just so happened to feature this design. And back in the day, Israeli designs were also very prevalent and based on Czech. That's a lot of the stuff they had at the time was Czech stuff following World War II, before Israel could actually get they weren't really recognized at the time. They couldn't actually get arms from a lot of major suppliers at the US and stuff at the time, so they got a lot of stuff left over from Czech after World War II. Anyways, that included a lot of Czech guns. Let's keep taking this thing apart because I've been talking about history stuff and that wasn't the point of the video. So let's take out the barrel next. There's a little depression thing right here. Okay, barrel nut comes off. Barrel pops out. Two little cuts there as a compensator to help combat the muzzle rise when this thing takes off. I've compared it to a beehive of bees all on cocaine. Pretty wild ride. Then you can just tip out your bolt like so, and all the business comes in behind. So that's it. It's so simple. It doesn't take much time at all. So I figured I'd give you a bit of a history lesson at the same time. You can pull this striker assembly and spring out. This is the spring assembly out. And one spring is for the bolt. That's the main bad mamma jamma here, the thicker guy. That's to run the bolt. And the littler guy is for the striker, which is on the left here. So you can also pull all this out. Here's your striker assembly. And yeah, that's about it. That's your little firing pin right there. That sets everything into motion, and that's your bolt face way back here. This is the telescope. So they do that to balance it to get more weight in a smaller reciprocating mass. That's how you have a small receiver like this. If you had the bolt face up here, and you still have this big brick for mass, but your receiver has to be much longer. So, and you would have to start further back, not just up here where you can have this tucked in. Uzi really compacted things in terms of submachine gun design. You have their full size, it was small to begin with. In your micro, they shaved off an inch on both sides, at least. And then sorry, that was a mini, and then the micro really smaller. So pretty crazy. And these fire largely from the closed bolt. Your minis you can get closed and open bolt examples. So pretty cool. Anyways, a little bit of bits and bobs going on in here. We won't go into that. That's enough. That's probably good, guys. Check out the main video on the main channel for the overview of the main thing. Hell in a Handbasket, the micro Uzi, and I'll catch you guys there. Okay, I'll throw this together really quickly because it shouldn't take much. I haven't done this in a hot minute. I suppose that goes in there. It's a pretty easy puzzle, you know, maybe ages 6+, something like that. Put that all in there. I should have brought a rag. Sock is just a, what's it, the modern day handkerchief, right? Swap them out every day. If you wipe a little something on them, a little gross, but not a huge deal. Okay, pop the barrel back in. It's indexed as well. It's got a little flat spot there to correspond with this, so you can't put it in the wrong way. Not that it would really matter. I don't think the normal Uzi barrels have it. We'll find that when we take apart a regular Uzi, but that ratchets in. Kind of cool. And then you will notice there's no ratcheting top assembly on this guy. It's closed bolt. You don't have to worry about that whole ratcheting thing and accidentally popping off around if you drop it. So that's interesting as well. This is right. That pops in there, kind of dovetails down, and just push this guy in, and you are good to go. Cool beans. All right, guys. Thanks a ton. Next one is the AUG A3. I'll see you for that. Until then, Arm&Gun out. And if you really like it, buy some merch. Hit me up at Patreon, and I will make a sign to the DMs that way. So I do this for fun, but I am relying on the funds from this channel to fund a land payment where the range is eventually going to be built. So there you go. Cheers.
Boom diggity. Merch.